Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Khalil Sports Word Facebook page and YouTube channel. I'll discuss a few things that just happened this last night. That is, CM Punk got his second loss at his hometown of Chi-Town, Chicago, at UFC 225 to Mike Jackson. First, CM Punk loses to Mickey Gall in his first UFC bout, and then last night at UFC 225. He loses to Mike Jackson at his hometown of Chi-Town, Chicago, Illinois. Are you kidding me? I mean, come on, CM Punk's a former WWE champ, for goodness sakes. And my goodness, CM Punk, you gotta get some wins, man. You need some wins. What you need right there. I'm ashamed of that right now. And really, in the third fight, he'll do better. He'll do better, hopefully. He'll do a whole lot better. So hopefully he won't disappoint, though. And I just hope that, he gets his win and not getting a third loss. So I hope it's not going to be third time's the charm right there for him, CM Punk, though. So he needs to get back on track for sure. That's what he needs to do. And the inaugural announcement that a lot of people were witnessing. This is a different topic, by the way, though. Rowdy Ronda Rousey. Yes, Rowdy Ronda Rousey has been inducted to the UFC Hall of Fame. She is indeed the first woman to be inducted to the UFC Hall of Fame, she won the UFC women. She has judo, and she's won the UFC Women's Bantamweight title. She's former UFC Women's Bantamweight champ. And my goodness, and she got the 4 horsewomen of UFC in there. Trained with them, had a lot of rivals in their good competition. And more importantly, she's made a rare appearance at WrestleMania 31, though, if you guys recall that. When she was onto the crowd, though, with The Rock, doing a backflip on Triple H and nearly break Stephanie McMahon's arm. And then, you seen it at the Mae Young Classic. After the Mae Young Classic, though, it was her. It was, Jessamine Duke and Marina Shafir, Charlotte, Becky Lynch, and Bayley had a little face-off after the Mae Young Classic last year. It was something epic, though. That's the match that some people want to witness, though. But I'll tell you, it was absolutely just epic, though. You can relate some of that for sure. Ronda Rousey, she's been on top of the food chain as of lately, though. I'll tell you that. And she may have had some losses to UFC 193 to Holly Holm, and then another loss to Amanda Nunes. But Ronda Rousey, she's done a whole lot to get to where she's at right now, though. So I know for sure that she's done a lot to get to where she's at right now. And you also saw the performance, and she did make a huge debut at the Royal Rumble in Philly, if you guys remember that. And then next thing you know, she signed a lucrative contract, Elimination Chamber, if you guys recall that for sure. And I was so satisfied with that. And she did, however, compete at WrestleMania 34. That was her first in-ring debut, by the way, which she teamed up with Kurt Angle, taking out Stephanie McMahon and Triple H. Really epic. She broke Stephanie McMahon's arm. But see, she will be on tour, though, UK, and then Barcelona, Spain, and then she'll be competing in Italy. That is somewhere around in November, that is. But it's gonna be pretty good to see how that turns out. So Rowdy Ronda Rousey has a bright future ahead of her for sure. And all 4 horsewomen of UFC have indeed been signed. Jessamine Duke and Marina Shafir have signed with WWE for sure, though. So her 4 horsewomen are in there, though. They were back, though, to look after one another. It was pretty epic to see that. But Rowdy Ronda Rousey is one heck of a trailblazer in the UFC. And despite the fact that she made a huge debut at WWE, and that she's a current WWE superstar, who does, however, next Sunday have her first ever Raw Women's title match against Nia Jax at Money in the Bank, which you can see live on the WWE Network, which is free for new subscribers, by the way. So we know that Rowdy Ronda Rousey is inducted to the UFC Hall of Fame. She's the first woman to be inducted to the UFC Hall of Fame, and the former women's bantamweight champ, that is. But the real question is, will Rowdy Ronda Rousey be able to be the first woman to both the UFC Women's Bantamweight title and the Raw Women's title against Nia Jax at Money in the Bank. It's their first Raw Women's title match. And this is pretty epic, though. This is a really good opportunity. So, really, you got to wonder what Ronda Rousey's got to do. I mean, I would be surprised if Ronda Rousey does win the Raw Women's title. It'll be a massive game changer, though. Even though I've seen Ronda Rousey sign and make a huge debut at WWE, and she is a current Raw superstar. And she's a current WWE superstar, though, by the way, in case you guys already knew that for sure. And she got her first Raw Women's title match against Nia Jax at Money in the Bank, which you can see live on the WWE Network, which is free for new subscribers. It was just absolutely epic, though, so congrats on that. And that's just a moment that no one will ever forget. That it was just absolutely just amazing to see how that really turned out. And she's got a bright future ahead of her, for sure. She didn't know what the next ulterior motive is. And it's just a great opportunity to see how that all turns out. And just to get things all figured out, squared away, it's really good. She's a trailblazer and dominant. A force record with best woman on the planet. We all know that. And she got her first Raw Women's title match against Nia Jax. It was just so good to see how that turns out. Money in the Bank. You can see that live on the WWE Network, which is free for new subscribers. Really good. Really, really good. I'm just really, really. I'm rooting for Ronda Rousey to beat Nia Jax and win the Raw Women's title. It'll be really good. That'll be a massive game changer for the Women's Evolution. It would just absolutely be amazing to see how that turns out. It was just absolutely just fun to see that. So that was pretty good to see. And also, though, Rafael Nadal, he won his 11th French Open title. Really good to see. That's really good, by the way. That's pretty fun to watch. And Simona Halep, that is, she just won her Roland Garros Grand Slam title. Make her a Grand Slam champ. It's really fun to watch. Really interesting to see. It's just epic. Every pushes. They come with big surprises, by the way. So it's really fun to watch. Plus, you also saw Terence Crawford, that is. He defeated Jeff Horn, that is. And he walked out the WBO welterweight champ. Still undefeated, that is, by the way. So that was a massive match. And I was really surprised to see how that all turns out. And just, it's the bright future holds for him. It's pretty good. Both of them undefeated, but Terence Crawford just came out alive, though. So that was absolutely just epic. All sorts of surprises would happen just like that in an instant, though. So really got to wonder how that's all going to turn out. And by the way, T.O. Terrell, he declined from the enshrinement from the Hall of Fame enshrinement ceremony, Pro Football Hall of Fame enshrinement ceremony, though. So really, that's no surprise to anybody. So he'll be a no-show in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, that is. So that won't surprise anybody, by the way. So that's just not so good news for him or another fan. So hopefully he'll come back from that and learn from his experience. So that's pretty good. So, he'll just do what he does and just try to at least live his expectations if he wants to. So it's up to him. That is real interesting to see. And, so things go right, for goodness sakes, and try to see if anything can just, make changes on that and see what he's got to do to just turn things around, try to make things right for him, though. That'll be all for the Khalil the High-Level Sports Report Facebook page and YouTube channel. Please make sure you subscribe to my Khalil the High-Level Sports Report, which is seen on Facebook and on my YouTube channel. Tell me what you think of Ronda Rousey being the first woman to be inducted to the UFC Hall of Fame and her Raw Women's title match against Nia Jax at Money in the Bank next Sunday. Tell me what you think of Terence Crawford defeating Jeff Horn for the WBO welterweight title. Tell me what you think CM Punk's second loss. Some of your posts, some of your tweets, your comments, your reactions, your thoughts on those. And hopefully I'll be hearing back from you guys as soon as possible, though. And I'm just hoping that, just things go right, for goodness sakes. Just tell me what you think about it. I'll be more than happy to respond to your comments, your reactions, your thoughts on that. Oh, yes, and happy birthday to Dion Peraza, by the way. Her birthday's today, that is. So happy birthday to her. So pretty good on that. And hopefully, things just go turn around, try to make things right for everybody. So, send me your comments, your reactions, your tweets, your thoughts on those, and tell me how you think of it though. So it's pretty good to see how that turns out though. But without be all, ladies and gents, so take care, you guys. You guys have a good evening. Bye bye.